Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 1, the rise of British rule in India. Lecture number 8. Friends, up to now in this chapter we discussed a lot of important things and important events related to our country. From the starting itself we understood that how the need arose for these Europeans to arrive in India, why it became important for them to discover a new sea route. Vasco da Gama discovered a new sea route to India. Once he discovered a new sea route to India, now it became very easy for all the Europeans to arrive in India and trade. Then we discussed about how the Portuguese arrived in India, then the Dutch and the Danish people arrived. After that, the British and the French people arrived. They arrived over here with the intention of trading, but instead of that, they started establishing their colonies over here. They started conquering the Indian territories. So after that, we discussed about the Battle of Plassey, in which we learned how the foundation of the British rule came after taking the control over the 24 Parganas. After that, we learned about the Battle of Buxar, in which the company fought with the combined forces of Mir Kazim, Nawab of Awadh, and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam. And as the company won in the Battle of Buxar, they got the permission, they got the right to collect revenue, Dvimukhi Sasana. So now, after that, we learn some of the important events that happened after this Battle of Buxar. Now, we look about today the topics that we are going to cover, that is the Regulating Act and the Governor Generals and their contribution in India. Friends, what was this Regulating Act? We will understand that. So here it is said, this Regulating Act was implemented in 1773. According to this act, the governor of Bengal was made the Governor General. Means friends, a new post of Governor General was introduced after that, and the Governor of Bengal was made the Governor General, and all the governors and administration was done under his control. All the administration was done under the control of this Governor General. After that, even the Governor of Mumbai and Madras, even the Governor of Mumbai and Madras were brought under the Governor General. They were brought under the Governor General. So friends, this was the Regulating Act. This Regulating Act means a new post was introduced to run the administration properly. The company introduced a new post with the name of Governor General, in which the Governor of Bengal was made the Governor General. Under his administration, each and every work was looked upon. Even the Governor of Mumbai and Madras were brought under the Governor General. Friends, this was the information about the Regulating Act. Now we will look one by one that which Governor General came one by one after each other. The first Governor General that we can say that after the Regulating Act was implemented, the first Governor General was Warren Hastings. Warren Hastings was the first, we can say that this Warren Hastings was the first Governor General after the Regulating Act was implemented. After that, second was Cornwallis. Third was Sir John Sword. So friends, these were one by one the Governor General that came after each other. After that, Wallasey came. After Wallasey, Hastings. Friends, these first was Warren Hastings, then Cornwallis, Sir John Sword, then Wallasey, Hastings, then we can say Dalhousie. So friends, these were some of the Governor Generals that came after each other. Okay, just one. Okay, after Warren Hastings, it was William Bentinck, and the last was Dalhousie. So friends, these were some of the Governor Generals that came after each other. They consumed the post of Governor General after the first one completed his duty. First was the Warren Hastings, then came Cornwallis, then Sir John Sword. After that, Wallasey took the charge, then Hastings took the charge, then William Bentinck took the charge, and at last Dalhousie, who completed and finished the task of expanding the British rule in India. Friends, now let us take a look about what contribution were there of these Governor General in India. What they contributed for their company to establish their colonies over here in India, and what they did for their rule. Here friends, let us move. As we discussed that first was Warren Hastings. Warren Hastings. Friends, under his leadership, first and second Mysore war was fought with Hyder Ali. Friends, Warren Hastings, here it is said when Warren Hastings consumed the post of Governor General, then under his leadership, the first and second Mysore War was fought with Hyder Ali. Right? Second was Cornwallis. Under his leadership, third Mysore War was fought with Tipu Sultan. Friends, this was the work done by Cornwallis. Here it is said that Warren Hastings, if we look about Warren Hastings, under his leadership, first and second Mysore War was fought with Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali was the father of Tipu Sultan. Then after him came the Cornwallis. Cornwallis, under his leadership, it can be said that third Mysore War was fought with Tipu Sultan. Then third was Sir John Sword. Sir John Sword. Friends, during his tenure, company's rule was declined due to his rigid policies and the Marathas became more stronger. Friends, here it is said, if we talk about Sir John Sword, it is said that during his tenure, due to his rigid policies, the company's rule was declined and the Marathas became more and more stronger. Then came Wallasey. He adopted the subsidiary alliance system, which worked like sweet poison. For the Indian kings. Friends, when Wallasey came into rule, here it is said that Wallasey, he adopted the subsidiary alliance system, which worked like sweet poison for the Indian kings. Friends, after that came Friends, after that, Hastings came. He fought with the Nepalis and joined the Nepali Gurkhas in the company's army. He also fought with the Pindaris and took control over them. Friends, when Hastings came after Velazi, it is said that he fought with the Nepalis. He joined the Nepalis Gurkhas in the company, and then he also fought with the Pindaris and put them into their control. He also did the Third Maratha War, and decreased the Marathas' power. Friends, if you look about the work of the Hastings, and here it is said he fought with the Nepalis first, and he joined the Nepalis Gurkhas into the company's army. Then he also fought with the Pindaris, who were doing revolt at that time against the company. Then Warren Hastings and his team, they took control over the Pindaris. They also fought the Third Maratha War, in which they decreased the power of the Marathas after that. And here it is said, completed the dream of establishing supremacy in India. So here, friends, we can look the contribution of Hastings. He fought with the Nepalis. He also joined the Nepalis Gurkha into this company's rule army. Then he also fought with the Pindaris and took control over them. Then he fought with the Third Maratha War and decreased the Marathas' power and established the supremacy of the company's rule into India. Then came William Bentinck. William Bentinck, here it is said, friends, that William Bentinck was known for his liberal policy. He was well known for his liberal policies. He was very well known for his liberal policy. But the company wanted someone who could control the people of India. Who could control the people of India. And that is why after William Bentinck, Dalhousie came into power. Dalhousie, here it is said, he adopted the policy of annexation and annexed many princely states. He was an imperialist and a well-known reformer as well. He was known as a well-known reformer. He brought railways in India. He established the wireless system. He supported English education. He opposed the sati system, etc. Here it is said, friend, that Dalhousie was a well-known imperialist as well as he was a very well-known reformer as well. He brought a lot of reforms in India. He adopted the policy of annexation and he annexed many princely states of the country, like the well-known rule of Jhansi we know. Then, due to his imperialist policy, lots of rules were annexed and the company rule expanded in India. He brought many changes in India, like he brought the railway line, he brought the wireless system, he brought the telegram in India, he made the rules to ban the sati system in India. He also supported the English education in India.